Tonight, a furious former President Trump reacting to the nearly $355 million judgment against him for exaggerating the value of his properties and defrauding banks for loans. Harsh words from those at the center of the case, Trump and New York Attorney General Letitia James, who had asked the judge for an even tougher punishment. Eyewitness News reporter Sonia Rincon live in Columbus Circle. Sonia?
Sandra, it is one thing to have to come up with hundreds of millions of dollars, but Donald Trump and his sons are now temporarily barred from the family business and from serving as officers in any company in New York State. In fact, they will have to submit to oversight from a state-appointed monitor. Attorney General Tish James had actually called for them to be permanently barred after a judge agreed months ago with her findings that Trump and his sons and associates lied for years for their own financial gain. As she put it, he thought the rules didn't apply to him.
The scale and the scope of Donald Trump's fraud is staggering, and so too is his ego.
In a punishing blow to Donald Trump and his real estate empire, the fines for his and the company's fraud not only amount to $363 million, Trump and his sons are barred from doing business in New York. The former president for 3 years, Eric Trump and Donald Trump Jr. each for 2 years. ABC's John Santucci telling us on Eyewitness News at 5 it's significant for a family business that's always been run by someone named Trump.
That means that nobody with that last name, because Ivanka got out years ago, is going to run that company for at least the next 2 years.
In his scathing 92-page ruling, Judge Arthur Engoron wrote that the frauds found here leap off the page and shock the conscience, saying that Trump's complete lack of contrition and remorse borders on pathological. The defendants are incapable of admitting the error of their ways. Instead, they adopt a see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil posture that the evidence belies. The former president tonight in Florida, in a rambling statement, called the decision election interference.
If I weren't running, none of this stuff would have ever happened. None of these lawsuits would have ever happened. Nothing would. I would have had a nice life. But I enjoy this life for a different reason. We're going to make America great again. These are corrupt people.
The judge had already determined that the Trumps and their associates routinely overvalued the former president's net worth and his real estate assets, like his apartment in Trump Tower, claiming it was 3 times larger than it actually is and therefore worth $327 million, that Mar-a-Lago was worth 10 times more, and overvaluing his own net worth by more than $3 billion. Trump tonight doubled down on the defense claim that no one was defrauded and that banks benefited. But the New York Attorney General, whose investigation built this case, said the Trump's fraud was not a victimless crime.
We are holding him accountable for lying, cheating, and a lack of contrition, and for flouting the rules that all of us must play by.
And Donald Trump is already using the decision to raise campaign cash, and he will need it. His attorneys said, even before the verdict, that they will appeal. Live in Columbus Circle, Sonia Rincon, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.